talking about? Yeah, he's giving serial killer vibes for sure. Reddit just really shows how many crazy people there are in the world. Hello guys, welcome back to another video. If this is your first time ever seeing my face, hey girl, hey, my name is Miss Nadia and you're gonna love it here. If this is not your first time ever seeing my face, welcome back. And in today's video, I decided to go on Reddit and read things that I shouldn't. So we'll be reading people's anonymous confessions. I don't really go on Reddit like that. Like, I go up there every once in a while. I mainly see like those Reddit confessions videos on TikTok.
I slept with my mom and my girlfriend said I'm weird.
And when I tell you them things be juicy, these people are lucky. They're lucky that this stuff is anonymous, because why are you putting this on the internet? Nobody needs to know this stuff. But not gonna lie, I'm a little nosy, so. But yeah, y'all, let's go ahead and let's hop into these confessions. Okay, so here's the first one. I pretended to be demon possessed to get out of being grounded. What? So they said 8 years ago, my parents were both Christian and 12-year-old me was still on the fence. One day they got into a fight with me over being on my phone too much and were going to take it away, and I was very addicted to my phone. So I banged my head on the table and told my parents a demon had possessed me, and now I've seen the light and have converted to Christianity. They believed me and even played a worship song celebrating the occasion. Now I'm 20 and I regret being so manipulative. Girl, that's beyond being manipulative. That's just being straight up crazy. Like, the things that we're willing to do to be able to scroll on our phones. Like, that is crazy. Okay, next one. I lied to my teacher about being abused by my parents. So they said, I don't know why, but in the 8th grade, I was somewhat depressed. I think it was because I didn't have too many friends, and the girl I didn't have too many friends, and girl I went to block me on Facebook because I kept sending her messages saying I loved her but never said anything to her in school. Anyway, I told my teacher, 8th grade teacher, that I was being abused at home. I mean, I was like 13 at the time, so I knew better. She asked if I wanted to get the authorities involved. Then I sort of cried and begged him not to because I didn't want to get put into foster care, and he never told CPS or anything. At the time, I didn't realize just how messed up that was. I mean, yes, I didn't have the best relationship with my parents, especially my mom, because she was more strict. But my parents never touched or verbally abused me in any way. There were kids that probably were actually being abused in my very class, but here I am being a total dumb person. I know nothing happened. I feel like just thinking about it. What that? Like, please, if you got kids, please talk to your kids. It's no freaking way that these kids are really going off the freaking deep end. Somebody said you can't put a good sentence together. That is facts, because there's so many grammatical, how you say it? There's so many errors. Like, because a girl don't like you, you say, okay, I'm gonna take it out on my parents, and they're going to the clink for no reason. A colleague confessed that she had sex with her brother throughout her childhood and early adolescence. What in the Alabama, West Virginia is going on? She also told me she despises her brother's wife because she's in love with her brother and is insanely jealous of his life and kids. She has never had a relationship and fears she will never be married or have kids of her own. Girl, you don't need no kids. You need a psychiatrist. My question is, do the parents know? Like, are the parents aware of how sick their kids are mentally? I guess the brother say, you know what? That's the past. I'm just gonna move on, and that's it. My God. In high school, we were hanging out with this kid who was a grade lower than us, and he started talking about how he buried a cat up to his head and ran it over with a lawnmower. What are we even talking about? I didn't believe that he actually did that. The cat would probably tear the ish out of you, but it was disturbing to think that this was the information he decided to share to impress us. First of all, what happened to journals? What happened to diaries? That is not, first of all, like, I don't even know what to say to that. Like, the fact that you did it and the fact that you were willing to share that, we have gotten way too comfortable. Way too comfortable. My friend said he was left alone with the body of his dead cousin during the funeral. Everyone got personal time to say goodbye or whatever, and he had sex with it. He cried when he told us, "I have no other information." An 18-year-old I had just met got crazy drunk on the verge of alcohol poisoning and said he was worried about child P-word case he was caught up in. I didn't want to know anymore and make sure he didn't die, then got the F out. What happened to hello, how are you? That this reminds me of another story. So this lady, she worked at a funeral home and she did the same thing with this man who was a veteran, and she actually ended up getting pregnant. And she tried to collect his benefits and his pension, but luckily his family was able to stop it, and she wasn't able to do that. First of all, that is crazy. Like, that is disgusting. That is so disgusting. Like, Reddit just really shows how many crazy people there are in the world. So not only did you do that, but you're beating a child. I don't know if I can say that word on here. We're gonna say P-word video case. I pray he went to jail, because he only has two options: jail or death, because that is just too much. Guy I was seeing made me tell him my SA stories to get himself off. What in the world? What universe are we living in? I had been SA'd since I was 9 years old by my family members and others. And I met this guy last year who seemed to care a lot about me and my triggers. However, I've never been sexually active until I met this guy. He seemed to care a lot about my triggers and was pretty careful not to trigger me. However, a few months ago, after having sex, he started to tell me how I'm very sexually active, that I will have sex with him, with just about anyone who provides me with the chance to. I have gotten sexually active with one other person besides him. He also started to say that I probably want my assaulters to attack again, because this time I probably would enjoy it as well. He will also make me tell him my SA stories in detail so he can get himself off. If I refuse or tell him that I do not want to speak about it, or that it's very triggering, he would get mad and I would have no choice but to do as he says. What are we talking about here? Whenever I tried to have a conversation with him regarding all this, he would dismiss me and say that it's normal to be this way after what I've been through, and that he only makes me tell the stories so the actual memories can be replaced with good ones. I'm not afraid to be sexually active or even tell any future partners about my assault stories, because I don't know how they'll see it as. Yes, I'm oh my God, this is too much. I honestly don't know how to deal with this, and it's taking a huge toll on me. That was a lot. First of all, I so recommend going to therapy. This man is a narcissist. He's manipulative, and he's straight up crazy. Put him in a straitjacket and lock him up. Matter of fact, just put him in an electric chair. Insane. How do you romanticize something like that? Yeah, he's giving serial killer vibes for sure. Mine isn't as bad as all the incest stories in this thread, but when I was a cashier, a guy was buying around 50 cans of wet cat food and just making friendly conversation. I asked how many cats he had. Big mistake. He has no cats. He eats it. You know, I've always wondered, like, what is dog food and like cat food really made out of? You know how they have the chicken flavor, the beef flavor? It's not real chicken. It's not real beef. It's no way. They're not even giving us humans real stuff at this point. Honestly, if I was in that situation, I couldn't do nothing but laugh. First of all, when I first hear it, like him telling me that, I think I'll be a little frightened, a little scared, because obviously this person is a lunatic, but at the same time, I'll be fighting back laughter. So this is actually my mom's story. She and her best friend in high school took an anatomy class together. They dissected fetal pigs. One day, the friend confesses that she stole a fetal pig from the lab, took it home, and dressed it up in baby clothes. She asked my mom if she thought there was anything wrong with that. Bonus, the friend is a very successful psychiatrist. That is like two different extremes here. You're mentally insane, but you want to help people that are mentally insane. Here's my thing, like, how long did she keep the pig? What possessed her to do that? I just have so many questions. So many questions. Somebody said, I collect celebrities' hair for fun. So they said, I was looking for some essentials on Amazon and I saw this thing that said, get someone's hair for only £1, which I thought was pretty weird, but I do like weird things, so I bought it. And I got Harry Styles hair, and now I can't stop buying celebrities' hair. So far, I have Harry Styles, Taylor Swift, Adele, and I got the last piece of Liam Payne's hair. First of all, where is this hair coming from? Like, when they get their hair done, are they stylists like cutting it and putting it on Amazon? Like, how do you know that it's their real hair? And the fact that she got Liam Payne's hair is crazy because the man just died not too long ago. What? I borrowed my mother's old laptop for college. There were pictures on it. I haven't told her, I haven't deleted them. I already know this is about to be crazy. So I started college in September. I didn't have a laptop and my mother insisted I take her old one. It's only a few years old and she never uses it. I barely use it either, but needed to clear up some space for downloading movies. Not used for actual college work yet. When looking through the folders to see what could be deleted, I came across a fairly sizable catch of nudes. It took a few seconds to realize a lot are below the neck only, that they were of my mother. Obvious panic. Okay, so in that moment you should have just deleted them and called them a day, but of course this is Reddit and that's not what happened. Shortly after, for reasons unknown, looked at them again and have done so regularly. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? It's not particularly sexual, but I find myself looking to see if I can recognize the setting. Right. What age she might have been, etc. They seem to be gathered over years, as some are from her travels before I was born and taken on an old phone or a camera. I keep telling myself I should delete them. Maybe she wants them and doesn't have copies. That would, of course, need to start an awkward conversation. Duh! The worst part, I drunkenly told a few buddies and may have shown them. These drunk conversations are getting out of hand. That seems bad, I know. Not sure what I'll do. I'm sure I'll be telling all this to my therapist at some point. Girl, forget the therapist. Just go to the psych ward. Okay, here's another one. What's your darkest secret? A server I worked with when I was a cook is now 3 months pregnant with my child. No one knows it's mine, and since we're no longer speaking, she thinks I don't know she's pregnant. She's letting her boyfriend that she cheated on me with think that it's his. It's definite that it's not. I really don't want kids, but I'm also having extreme moral issues with that. What should I do with this information? Girl, just call Maury.
When it comes to 6-month-old Corbin, Tyler, you are the father.
Like, he would gladly help you in this jacked up situation. He will gladly help you out. Now this one was crazy. I have gone on chat channels pretending to be a 26-year-old female when in fact I'm a middle-aged man. You have to be on a whole nother level of bored to do that. It originally happened because I didn't know if my messages were working properly. Right, sure. So I figured that the easiest way to receive a message would be to say that I was a curvy 26-year-old blonde all alone. Not call tech support, not like try to troubleshoot the issue. My inbox was instantly filled with messages from loads of blokes. What are blokes? I did actually start a chat with a woman who also messaged me but had to stop as I felt bad about the deception. I did also start chatting to 2 blokes with the intention of turning the saucy chat in a weird direction and seeing how it would turn out, but I was overcome with guilt and said that the pot on the stove caught fire, so I had to leave. It did give me a small insight into what life is probably like for women online, especially on dating apps. Honestly, there was nothing wrong with his inbox. I think he just wanted to have a good time and play games with people. Like, catfishing is absolutely real. It's not just a TV show.
Idiot can never find who Tony is because I'm Tony.
What's going on?
That is the end of today's video. I thank you guys so much for all the endless support that you guys continue to show me. Definitely comment down below what was like your favorite confession or the craziest confession that you think I read out to you guys. I'm a little emotionally scarred. I think I'm going to have to really get my mind together after reading all of that. But comment down below what other videos you would love to see from me. And like I always say, you have to start any room that you stay in. I love you guys. Bye.